Gotta get ready for this one. Thank God it's short, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God it's short. It could be worse. Could be 2 hours, 3 hours long. I'll give it a minute so some people can join before we start the commentary. And then when this commentary publishes, I'll probably just post when it starts. So, hey guys, what's up, Play? We got Play here. How's it? How's it going, Play? We're watching Hills of Ice Part 2 tonight, live. So if you guys want to watch Hills of Ice Part 2 with me, you guys totally can. I'll let you guys know when we get started. I'm going to give it a couple minutes just to kind of let everybody join. I hope everything is working all right with this because the internet's been a little bit buggy today. So I hope that this can be a straightforward kind of stream. But how are we doing out there, guys? How's your guys' night going? Mine was going good. It was going good. I mean, I was watching this movie. I was watching that, so it's having a good time. I absolutely love this movie. Great film. I was watching this, looked at the clock, and I must have gotten carried away. I was like, oh shit, it's 9 o'clock, it's like 9:30. So I had to hurry up and get this movie in. See, fuck. See, my body, I'm already coughing. It's rejecting this movie. I was doing good. I was. Now we gotta all sit through this. Because I was like, hey, it'd be fun. Ugh. Oh, man. When I have, because I'm pretty sure, because Wes Craven disowned this movie. So at this point, I think anybody could roast this movie, man. I'm doing good. I'm already in pain. I'm going to hang in there, man. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to share this out to a couple of people real quick. But, sorry. I'm just going to send the link out to everybody so we can get some more people in here. How you doing, Aiden? And Play? You guys having a good night? A good Sunday night? It's been a pretty chill day for me, man. I've been sleeping. I probably slept a little too much today. I didn't want to sleep that much, but I mean, I guess rest is rest. I'm not going to complain. All right, sorry, it's taking me a little bit now. I'm going to share this out to a couple of pages I'm on. Then we'll get started. Wait for some people to get in here. I watched my soda take, and that was terrible. Oh, man. It's going to be a rough day for you, man. You had to watch two terrible movies back to back. I'm sorry, man. I am so sorry. And if you're wondering what this is egg drop soup. If anybody else out there likes egg drop soup, I know it's disgusting to most people, but can't help it. I like egg drop soup. But yeah. I got some food. I got some water. We got the movie HD. So, yeah, man. This is going to be a wild, wild ride, guys. So everybody just strap in, prepare yourselves for Hills of Ice Part 2. I watched this movie one time, and I didn't even finish this film. I'm not even kidding you. I watched this one time 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So, no, it was longer. It was longer than that. as it was before I lived here. So it had to have been 6 or 7 years ago is when I watched this movie. And I made it about 30 minutes in. Um, yeah, yeah. I didn't even see My Soul Take yet, but everybody that I've heard from said that the movie sucks. So I'm probably not going to watch that one, at least not anytime soon. But I seen this movie around 6 or 7 years ago, and let's just say I didn't finish it. I made it about 30 minutes in, and I did not finish this film. And I usually don't do that. I usually just um, I usually finish movies because that's just a goal of mine. But this, I just couldn't. I just could not. Yeah, this movie has a Blu-ray. It's like special edition Blu-ray with features. Um, it boggles my mind that they even released this movie. This really isn't even a complete movie. They said, all right, we're going to shoot this. And then they ran out of budget or something like that. And then the studio said, well, we'll just put some stock footage in there. And then I think the studio said, well, we'll give you this much money. You can go out and shoot some more stuff. So the movie is a barely put together film. There's like one positive that came from this movie, and that's the fact that the reason why we had Nightmare on Elm Street is because of this movie. This movie helped Wes Craven make a Nightmare on Elm Street. Even Wes Craven hates this movie, and most of the people involved don't like this movie. So usually I'm kind of like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but when entire people that made this movie hates the film, then I don't think I'm going to upset anybody. So I guess this will be the experience of the commentary. I'll wait till around 9 or 10 minutes, then we'll get started, guys. I just wanted to get as many people in here as possible so we could all just experience The Hills of Ice Part 2 and its glory. So how was My Soul Take? Has a shocker feel to it, but it was bad and entertaining. Interesting. What was your favorite things of the movie? Did you have anything that you really liked about the movie? The score, the cinematography, anything like that? But to me, it looked like just another one of those generic ghost movies, but maybe it's not. I don't know. All I do know is that this is going to be pure hell to sit through. So. We're going to see how many times this character can say, Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Horrible, man. And if you're wondering why I did this commentary, it's because I did a review for The Hills of Ice, and I wanted to do a franchise review. Because I've seen the remake and the remake sequel a lot growing up. Those were the ones I watched the most. I also watched a lot of The Hills of Ice, the original, but the ones I watched the most were probably the remake and its sequel. So I wanted to review the whole series, but I'm like, well, I can't review the whole series until I watch Hills of Ice Part 2 again. Because I barely remember this movie. I remember a few things. I think Kane Hodder plays the Reaper character, which is the new bad guy of this movie, which came out of nowhere. Came out of the Star Trek Beam Me Up. Which is they beamed him into the movie. That's how he got there. But Michael Berryman's in this movie again. I don't know how the hell he's in this movie. Because in the last movie, he got his throat ripped out. I don't know. We'll get into that in a second. But if you guys haven't seen this movie, I actually really recommend you watch it. I know it was like a blockbuster when it came out. I don't know if it made that much money, but I know it was treated like a pretty much a big movie blockbuster. I still love this movie so far. I'm watching it again. Wonderful film. If you haven't seen Ready Player One yet, great Spielberg movie. One of my favorites. Just an underrated flick. And I didn't even know this, but this edition is a 2-disc. So, set. Awesome. If you want to, I mean, this is a great movie. Wonderful film. Ready Player One. So, all right, we're at 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and start the commentary. What's up, Chuck? Watching Hills of Ice Part 2. If you guys want to start with me, you guys can get everything set up real quick, and I'll start the countdown from 10. We'll just give it a few minutes so you guys can get everything set up and find this movie and everything. It's out there. Just saying that it's out there. So, but yeah, Hills of Ice Part 2. We're gonna get started here shortly. I want to get this over with just as much as you guys do, because yeah, this ain't gonna be fun. This ain't gonna be. I'm gonna make it fun. I got to, man. If I can make it fun, then this is just gonna be pure hell, because I gotta make this movie fun somehow. And we're gonna have some, whether we're getting tortured or not, we're gonna have some fun watching this movie. We're going to have some fun. All right, guys. Are you guys ready for the countdown? You guys ready for the countdown? You guys ready to get started? You guys ready for the Hills return? The Hills of Ice return? Which I don't understand why they call it Hills of Ice Part 2. They've never made a sequel called The Hills Still Have Eyes, or The Hills Always Have Eyes, or The Hills Return of the Eyes in the Hills. There's so many titles you could do. They just said Hills of Ice Part 2. Fuck it. Hills of Ice Part 2. All right, guys. We're going to start down from 10. I'm going to give you guys a minute to everything set. We're going to count down from 10. Then we're going to start the Hills of Ice Part 2. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The following film is based on fact. Hell no, this movie ain't based on fact. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. We have a Chainsaw Massacre opening now, the opening title call. They even said it right there, the Hills Still Have Eyes. Why didn't you call it that? You mentioned it right there. Right there, man. Same font from the original. The Hills of Ice, Part 2. Pure hell. But yeah, this is a movie that I know when it came out, it was a big bomb. I know critically it was a bomb. Financially, it was a bomb. And this, I don't know if this is a reshot opening. This is the exact same opening from the first movie with Jason music. You guys hear that Jason music? I heard Jason music. I can't believe we're watching Hills of Ice Part 2. This is... I might as well just accept it at this point. But yeah, this movie came out. It was supposed to come out in the early 80s, like really early, like 81. And they didn't even, like, nobody really even wanted to make this movie. Like, that's the sad thing, is that nobody wanted to make this movie. Wes Craven didn't want to make it. None of the actors wanted to make it. The only people who wanted to make this movie was the studio. So that just goes to show how much passion was put into this movie. Nobody wanted to make it. I mean, really, nobody did. Because, I mean, how do you follow up the first movie's plot? I really don't think there should be sequels to Hills of Ice. And we have Bobby from the original. I can't hear the dialogue. I can't turn it up too much. Just get it out. And it was pretty much the studio wanted to make it. Wes Craven didn't want to make it. I think he was contractually obligated to make this movie. So he did. And he only made it to really get money for his next movie. So Wes Craven hates it. I will say this. They get most of the cast back in this movie. They got the same guy back who played Bobby. But the thing is, in this movie, he's not given much to do in this film, which is a really big shame. It's a shame. Because, I'll be honest, his acting really isn't that bad. You know, his performance really isn't that terrible. It's not bad at all. But for some reason, they just brought him back and barely had him in the movie. But like I said, it was supposed to come out. Now we got some stock footage of the original Hills of Eyes, the good movie. See, this is what we're going to be seeing for most of the night, guys. Stock footage. Stock footage. But the movie was supposed to come out in like 81 or something like that. And the movie couldn't get finished because they ran out of budget. So they shelved it for a while. Then the studio said, we'll just put a bunch of stock footage in there from the first one. Then the studio said, well, we'll give you a little bit of money so you can go back and shoot some stuff. So the movie is like barely a movie. I think it's only like, 40, 50 minutes of a movie? And then the rest of it is stock footage? It's barely a sequel. This movie was barely made. Barely. Oh, shit. WWE. I swear, this music does not match this movie at all. I'm sorry. I love Harry Manfredini. I love his music. But I don't know why they got Harry Manfredini's score over this movie. Because it just does not fit the Hills of Eyes at all. Okay. It fits slasher movies. Like Jason movies, Slaughter High. I know. Oh, I did a review recently on the movie he did a score for as well. But his score works for slashers. Does not work for Hills of Eyes. Yeah, 50 minutes of the actual Hills of Eyes Part 2 is the sequel they shot. The rest of it is stock footage, first movie flashbacks, slowed down scenes that take minutes, like 10 minutes to get past. And you'll notice it. As you're watching this movie, you'll see so many flashbacks. You're like, this is barely a movie. Like, this is barely a movie. They're trying to be the first movie so bad by having flashbacks, you know? And to be honest, the Hills of Ice Part 2 could have been done. It could have done pretty good. I'll be honest. You didn't need a Hills of Ice Part 2 sequel. But if he was going to make a Hills of Ice Part 2, what I would do is just have no flashbacks, have the original idea is going to be Bobby going out there and fighting. Him and Ruby are going to go out there and fight these cannibals. I believe that was the original idea. But of course, that didn't happen. So we got this movie. But what I would have done, they go out there to face their fears, whatever. Because there's a therapist in this movie. Their therapy would be, hey, go out to the desert again, face your fears, and try to get through it again. Try to get through your fears and your nightmares. Them going out there, they might meet some teens out there, whatever, have be a body count movie, a slasher film, which this one kind of goes for a slasher film idea, but most of these people die from their own stupidity. So it would be a slasher movie, but most of these people cause their own deaths. And you'll notice that. This scene is so stupid, man. This is such a stupid scene. This is. They try to build this scene up like it's an actual, like it's a killer. But it's obviously not a killer. This scene sucks. I'm sorry. Because you think it's, oh, is it a hillbilly or is it one of those cannibals? No, it's not. But yeah, just go out to the desert, bring back Ruby and Bobby, have them trying to teach these kids how to survive, these teenagers, after just partying and having fun. They got to be the ones that tell them how to survive, have a body count, bloody, gory deaths, you know? Do something like that. Make it a fun, fast movie. But yeah, I just would have done it that way. Just would have made it more straightforward. But for some reason, they got to have. Now, this is a guy who is, I think it's Kevin Blair is his name. I know he was in, if you guys have ever seen Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, he's Tina's boyfriend in that movie. You know, so quick fact there. So it's funny that Kevin Blair and Kane Hodder both worked in this movie and then going to work in Part 7 as well. Fun fact. Well, yeah. All right, I'm just going to move on over here. All right. So I could try to get comfortable. So I'll try. I mean, I'm watching this movie, so I'm not very comfortable. It's okay. You guys are here with me. You guys give me hope. We get through it. We get through it together. Yeah. And that's another thing, man. These teens are just so generic, man. They're just so generic. Nothing to these characters. Even Kevin Blair, I mean, he was in Jason. He was in that Jason movie, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. But even his character, not really his acting, it was just his character, man. Like, there's no... Even Ruby in this movie, I don't remember being a really good character. But I'll let you guys know when we get to the point to where I stopped watching. Because after that, I have nothing else to offer. Because after that point, I don't have a clue what happens. So, like the ending, I don't even remember the ending. I don't even remember how this movie ends. I don't remember the third act at all. So, and with this plot, you're wondering, why the hell does Ruby go back? Why the hell would she go back? Wipeout. Oh my god. Oh my god. Amen, Chuck. Amen. I agree, Chuck. I agree. I seen a hilarious review of this movie one time. They said this movie was pretty much sponsored by Yamaha. Because, I mean, you see everywhere in this movie. The bikes, the gear they wear, the gear they wear. The gear they wear. There's boxes all in the background right now that have Yamaha. They were just at a Yamaha store. Doesn't the bus have a Yamaha sign on it as well? Hills of Ice Part 2, sponsored by Yamaha. Hey, this is the second flashback, guys. Let's keep count. Second flashback of the first Hills of Ice. And we're only like 10 minutes in, if that. This music does not match Hills of Ice. It just doesn't, man. See, this would have been a better idea, man. The Bobby character in this movie is actually not that bad of a character. He's struggling. He's, dealing with his inner demons, like his personal demons with this trauma that he experienced. And there's Ruby. Ruby. All right, I'm going to type that in the chat real quick. 2 flashbacks so far, so we can keep count, so I don't forget. 2 flashbacks so far. But there's Ruby, the original actress, and the original actor for Bobby. So it's a pretty cool idea of having them come back, but Bobby does nothing. Ruby does nothing. And these kids, these teen characters don't do anything. Like, people say the Nightmare on Elm Street movies don't have, like, oh, their teenager characters don't do anything. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, you had, like, the guy who had karate trying to fight Freddy Krueger. You had, in part 5, the comic book guy transform and try to kill Freddy Krueger. You have the Wizard Master even trying to fight back until he stupidly runs right up on Freddy Krueger and gets killed. But Jazzy tried to fight him. I could think of a lot of characters from that, or the Friday the 13th characters. Here is another thing. They bring back the Beast Dog in this, and I always wonder why they got the Beast Dog. Like, I get it, it's because he's in the first movie, but why did these teens go and pick up the Beast Dog? They don't know that dog. They literally just went and picked up the Beast Dog. They don't even know who this dog is. They just went and said, oh, what, did Ruby tell them to go pick him up? Ruby doesn't even know that dog. Like, she barely even knows that dog. So they literally just said, oh, well, screw it. They're just going to go pick up that dog, even though they don't even know who that dog is. And Bobby isn't with them right now. But that ain't the problem, bro. The problem with the Beast Dog is coming up soon. And you guys know what that is. Oh, my God, dude, this acting. Not this act. Well, that I'm not going to be mean to the actors, but these characters. These characters. 3. There 3 now. 3 flashbacks so far, guys. We're gonna keep counting this. I'm not gonna stop. I'm also gonna keep counting the chat of how many times Ruby. Well, it's hard to hear the dialogue right now, so I might not do the whole Ruby thing, but I will. Plus, that'll be hard. That's too much work. I'm not going to do all that work for this movie. I'm just going to, whenever there's a flashback to the original Hills of Ice, I'm going to keep count, because that's going to be easier to keep count of. I love Harry Manfredini's score, though. Like, I love the music itself. Like, I love the way his music sounds. It's just the wrong movie. Like, it doesn't fit this movie. But I absolutely love his music. I do love his music to death. You get this music you put in a slasher movie, it's a great score. And it's great music. It just doesn't work for Hills of Ice for me. Just to me personally. So we had another flashback. Well, there's one Ruby. Yeah, there's ways to improve this movie, man. There is ways to improve it. Is there a blind person in this sequel? Because there's a blind person in my soul take. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is actually, and she kicks the mutants in this movie's ass. Like she kicks Michael Berryman's ass. I think she kicks the Reaper's ass, if I'm not mistaken, because she knows karate. She's the most psychic blind girl ever, from what I remember. And that's the thing to this movie is when I'm watching it, man, I kind of just I look at it and I go, it's not a badly filmed movie. Like it still has a cool looking desert atmosphere. I can say that. Like look at this shot right here, beautiful shot, open wide shots. Like at least Wes Craven's trying to do something here. No, man, no. But Wes Craven's trying, man. He's like, let me get some good shots in there. Let me do something, you know. There's only so much Wes Craven could do with this movie. He's director, you know. But he did his best. He's a legend. He did his best. I'll say he did a great. The actors are trying. They're trying, you know. But it's just the script and the fact that this movie just had no passion behind it. Nobody wanted to make this movie. Plus, I mean, why would you make a sequel in the 80s to Hills of Eyes? Like, Hills of Eyes came out in the 70s, 77. Even an 81 sequel, it's like, why? Why do a sequel to Hills of Eyes? The way it ends, it just, the mutants are all dead. How are you going to follow that up, you know? Now they're, did I miss something? They're parked now. Why are they parked? Okay, they're driving again. I was like, did they just literally just park and now that's how they broke down? And plus, in this movie, why did Ruby go back to the desert again? I get they're all dead, but why? Why would you drive all the way out to the desert? Oh, by the way, you want to know why they went on the desert, these teenagers? So they could race their dirt bikes in the desert. I get it. People do it. But they drive all the way out in the middle of nowhere in the desert to drive their dirt bikes. All the way out in the middle of nowhere. That's their reasoning for going out to the hills because they want to race their dirt bikes. But that's the thing. You want to race your dirt bikes in the hills, okay, but you got to go all the way into the hills and all the way to the same exact area that the first movie took place in. I'm sorry, man, but I just can't. The script is just a mess. And the thing is, the original Hills of Eyes, like, look at this shit. Like, the original Hills of Eyes was its own movie. I didn't get any Chainsaw Massacre vibes in the original Hills of Eyes. This one, they've got bones hanging from this post. That's straight from Chainsaw Massacre 1974, dude. And you have an opening title sequence from Chainsaw Massacre. This is more closer to the Chainsaw Massacre movie than the Hills of Eyes. Great shot. Look at this great open scenery right here. Really? Wow. So they drive a bus out there. A rock scrapes the bottom of it, and gas starts pouring out of it. And it was only for like a second, and all that gas leaked out of it already. Guys, we're only 15 minutes into this movie. It hurts. My brain, guys, my brain can't do it much more. Oh. Are you a fan of Shocker? I love Shocker. I did a really in-depth review on that film. I love Shocker. That's a great film. Underrated as hell. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more shitty sequel. Oh, Hills of Ice Part 2 stinks. Shocker. Shocker. That this movie was even made. Shocker. Shocker. This movie's fucking killing me. Shocker. Shocker. Is a better horror movie than this. Which Wes Craven also made. I'm pretty sure he'd agree with me. Like, look at this. This is straight up Chainsaw Massacre. Straight up. Like, I like the look of it, this, like, desert town thing, place. But don't make it look so much like Chainsaw Massacre. Straight ripping it off. Straight up. I will say I like how Hills of Ice 2, the remake. I like how the Hills of Ice 2 remake touches on the tunnels more. Hey, what's up, JG? How you doing? We're sitting through a shit fest right now. I'm sorry. We're sitting through Hills of Ice Part 2. How you doing, man? I'm in pain right now, JG. I'm in pain. I hurt, JG. I hurt so bad. Love Harry Manfredi's music too, but it would be more appropriate for the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, absolutely. It's totally out of place with this film. Oh, dude, the soundtrack is amazing. I'm trying. I'm hanging in there. Maybe one day we should do a Shocker commentary. I love Shocker. I did do a Shocker commentary, actually, with John. And I'm pretty sure it was on either his Instagram or his YouTube. But Aiden, if you're curious about our commentary, I think it might be on his channel. I don't remember if it was on his channel, though, if it was on his Instagram. I can't remember right now. But we did do a commentary on that movie. It was pretty fun. We did that a while ago, actually. But yeah, Aiden, I have a really in-depth review on Shocker, and then me and John did a commentary on Shocker. I think somewhere. It's either Instagram or YouTube. Michael Berryman also is doing his best. He looks cool. His costume, he has a knife, a Bowie knife. Cool costume. It's just you're wondering, okay, how the hell did he survive the last movie? How the hell did he survive the last movie? I have no clue. This man survived getting his throat ripped out. That's fucking amazing. This guy's like the Superman of horror movie villains. You imagine surviving a dog ripping your throat out? Like, it ripped his throat out in the first movie. And he's in this movie just okay. I will say positive of this movie, though. Positives, Wes Craven does direct the movie pretty good. Like, I like the way this house looks, this creepy looking house. The desert atmosphere. It's not boring. The desert atmosphere isn't boring. He still brings a lot of atmosphere to it, and you just have some jump scares that didn't even work. They weren't even scary. But dude, these characters, man. These fucking characters, dude. JG, bro. I need your help, man, to get through this movie. I need strength, man. I just can't. This movie is just draining me, bro. And I'm only like 20 minutes, 15 minutes into this movie. It's awful. But positives, I like Wes Craven's look to the movie. Like, I like these dark, foreboding atmosphere and like the creepy house. I like the when it's like at nighttime. I like the way the desert looks. It's very dark and shadowy. I like that. It's definitely not filmed horribly. It's filmed fairly good. It looks pretty good. But it's just everything else, man. Everything else is the problem. It's not hard to make a sequel to Hills of Ice. It's really not. And this blind chick is just psychic, man. She just knows everything's wrong. She's psychic. Hey, what's up, Horror Devil? How you doing? We're watching Hills of Ice Part 2, this classic horror film right now. No, it's not classic. It's torture. Okay, Ruby's going into the attic. But with this plot, it doesn't make sense. Why does Ruby go back to the desert again? Why? Why would she do that? With the thing, at least if it was her and, her and the kid from the first movie coming back. I forgot his name already. Bobby. If her and Bobby went back to face their fears, to conquer their fears, and you had some new mutants, that would make sense. Oh, shit. Michael Berryman. Michael Berryman looks creepy in this movie. He looks cool. I like his outfit. I like Michael Berryman's character in this movie, Jupiter. But or is it Pluto? Pluto or Jupiter? But damn, Ruby. Okay. Did he just throw a knife at her? And it hit her head? Holy shit. Maybe it wasn't a knife, but he threw something at her head, bro. Okay. I'll give it that. Ruby fighting him off. Okay, Ruby badass. Ruby the badass, okay. Although I'm wondering why he would attack her already. It's the broad daylight. I'm losing my arms falling asleep because I'm over here cutting. I'm over here like doing this. My arms almost about to fall asleep. Don't blame it. But it's already boring, man. I'm bored already. There are some things even I can't do. Are you a fan of the Bonfire song, Sword and Stone song from the Shocker soundtrack? Yeah. I love the entire soundtrack. It's awesome. It's awesome, man. Doing good, about to watch Spirit for the first time. Nice. For the first time, the remake or the original? I didn't see the remake yet, but the original is really good. Hey. Fourth I'm not even gonna say that. Fourth flashback, guys. Number 4. 4 fucking flashbacks so far. And the thing is, why are they showing this clip, dude? Why are they showing this clip? This shows that he's getting killed. See, when you show this clip, it just reminds us that he got killed. It's like, okay, if he got killed, then what happened? Look at this. This man's getting mauled by a dog. You can't survive this. I'm sorry. I can suspend my disbelief all I want. A man's getting his throat ripped out right now. Oh my. Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I just seen a dog have a flashback, guys. What the fuck? What the fuck? A dog just had a flashback. What the fuck? Fuck. Sorry. I had to get that out. I just seen a dog have a flashback, man. It is Flashback the movie. This is more of a flashback movie than... Oh my God. I was going to say it's more of a flashback movie than The Flash, but that wouldn't even make sense. See, this movie is making me make lame jokes now, man. Okay, so now they're all running. The original? Dude, the original Suspiria is awesome. This movie seems like this possible drunk stream material. Oh, dude, if I could, I would. Trust me. I'd take a shot every time there's a flashback. Think of the positives. You don't have to watch this again. Exactly. I'm just doing this for the freaking reviews. As I know if I don't do this review in this movie, people will be like, you forgot the sequel, man. You forgot the sequel. I'm like, I know I forgot the sequels on purpose. Got some more sponsors here. With them wearing all the gear from their sponsors. Are they going to go out and chase the dog? Or are they chasing that hillbilly guy? Yamaha. Yep. Then we got some more sponsors. Sponsored by Yamaha. Hills of Eyes Part 2. Where a fucking dog has a fucking flashback. Is he on the... Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. He's riding a motorcycle. Pluto is riding a motorcycle. Well, a dirt bike. Close enough. A mutant. A hillbilly mutant guy who's lived in the hills for years is riding a dirt bike like he's a freaking professional racer or something. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And he's wearing a helmet too. He's wearing a football helmet. Ooh. Okay. I liked that. I will say this too. This movie does have that. Get that fucker. I will say this is the one part of the movie. Well, I guess the second part of the movie I do like. Because it is directed very well. It looks good. But I like the idea of it being more about traps. Because there's only Pluto and the Reaper. There's no more hillbillies in this movie. There's just two people. So I like how it's more about the traps. It's more about booby traps. More about laying out traps and where they're at. I just don't get why Pluto is doing all this in broad daylight. Okay, he's being chased now. Seen better horror movies than this piece of stinking, steaming grade A monkey crap. That, Chuck, what you said there is this movie. That's what this movie. That is exactly the most accurate description of this movie. The most accurate. Dude, yeah, it's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. Oh, you watched it 3 times? Hey, John's here. John Steele, what's up, man? We're tortured right now. We're watching Hills of Ice Part 2, one of the worst sequels ever made. Now they're having a fight. Oh, and Pluto. Oh, okay. Pluto just got his ass kicked again. He just got his ass kicked, guys. Pluto did. Pluto's got his ass kicked for the second time, man. The Amazing Spider talk is over. Now I'm here. Who was doing that stream? How you doing? How you doing, Devin? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're watching Hills of Ice Part 2 right now. We're about, I don't know, how far are we into this movie? 20 minutes, 30 minutes? We're almost there. We're at 40 minutes into the Hills of Ice Part 2, guys. Whoa! We're almost there. This movie sucks dick. Whoa! Squidward in a chair. I'll shut up now. Look at this idiot. Who's rad, man? There's like traps everywhere. So I'm gonna walk in between these rocks and like just stay there like an idiot. Oh, I'm smart because I see this. Yeah, man. It's just a trap, man. Oh my god, dude. Watch this idiotic death scene, man. Watch this death scene. This is one of the worst death scenes. I'm give up, man. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go take a little bit of a break. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a walk. See you guys. Have fun watching this movie without me. I'm back. Fuck! For those wondering what just happened, the guy just screamed his lungs out and killed himself. He died because he screamed and some boulders fell down and squashed him. Please end this movie. Pluto is being taken back. The Reaper. Interesting. No problem, Chuck. I'm glad that you guys stuck by me with this review, this commentary, man. It's been Green Goblin, bro. Green Goblin. So now they're stranded. They have a fire going in the middle of the fucking day. In the desert. It's the desert. It's 90 degrees and you got fire going in broad daylight. It's the afternoon. Why do you have a fire going in the middle of the day in the desert? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I know they're little things, but they're so stupid. That's stupid. And we have some more Chainsaw Massacre stuff. And now we have the Reaper on a motorcycle. The second mutant by Kane Hodder. Just came by and dragged off Michael Berryman. I'm sorry, man. The Reaper could have been a cool character, but I'm not a fan of the Reaper. And now he's caught in this net for being an idiot. It's sped up like it's fast forwarded on an old VHS. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me ask you a question, Chuck, Dev, Aiden. Guys, okay. Psychopath with a machete. Kane Hodder with a machete. Cool. Future Jason. He's holding a machete in this movie. This guy has a thick dirt bike helmet on. Dirt bike helmet, right? So where is he swinging the machete? At the thick, durable dirt bike helmet. He hit him in the head with the machete when he's wearing a helmet. Mm-hmm. They're little things. I know they're little things, but they're just so noticeable, man. They're little things that piss me off because they're the stupidest things in the movie. I think this is where I stopped watching at, guys, right here, when it was nighttime. I don't remember a whole lot from the night sequences. So, yeah. At this point, I have no more to offer as far as my past knowledge on this film and how shitty it was, because this is a point in the movie that I stopped watching. So this is all new to me. I will say this though, the nighttime atmosphere looks pretty cool. It's pretty well lit. It's atmospheric. It's dark, shadowy. Looks good. Everybody dead like fuck. This guy's a psycho. He's going crazy on a movie. Nah, it's a shitty ass movie. That's why. I'm just playing. I'm gonna eat some food. Go eat some food, bro. Give me a bite of some food. Yeah, man. This is when I stopped watching the movie right here. I was like, nope. This is too much. Too much. But hey, Aiden, Chuck, Dev, there has been a flashback in over 20 minutes. That's a positive. What? What? Are you serious? Oh my God. Guys. I don't know if it's a prank or a booby trap. Either way, it's stupid. They have a bucket above this door with something in it. If it's a prank, why are they pranking their friends right now and the two psychopaths coming after them? And if it's a booby trap for the bad guys, a bucket on the door? A bucket? No axe, no sledgehammer, like Elm Street? No, a bucket. Wow, a bucket. Ugh. A bucket. What is it going to do? Knock him out? They left that dog in the bus the whole time? What are they trying to do? Kill it? And that's the thing, too. They bring back the beast dog to do nothing. Like, they bring back Ruby. Does nothing. Well, I mean, she does kind of kick Pluto's ass. But Beast so far has done nothing. Bobby just disappeared. He's gone. I don't know where he went. He didn't even show up into the desert. He's not even there. Ruby, so far, she did one thing, and that was kick Michael Berryman's ass in the movie. Pluto's character's ass. But this movie's lame, man. This movie's lame. Titties! There's some titties. Okay. I'm just playing. There's that. Some nudity in there. At least we got that. Just playing. But yeah, this blind chick. I don't know what's up with this blind chick. She's so psychic. Like, she can hear things from outside. Well, I get it. That's possible. But, like, she just knows there's something up this entire time. She's psychic, man. She's got superpowers. Yeah, I can agree to that. Yeah, a bucket, man. A fucking bucket. Bobby just said, nope, I'm out of here. He said, beam me out, Scotty. Beam me out. He's out. Oh my God, dude, this movie's so boring. It's boring. This is even like the same dog from the first movie. Like, I remember the dog from the first movie. This dog doesn't even look like the same dog. Why are they going out for a walk? Dude, there's killers out there. You know, because you've seen one earlier that took your bike. Your friends are missing. Obviously, there's something really wrong. And they're all just having sex, taking walks, pranking each other. Like, I get they didn't know that guy was a killer, but still, you've got these weird things happening, like Ruby being attacked, talking about her dead brother that's back to life. Your friends are disappearing, and you're going to go out and do all this stuff? Now they're going to take a shower out in the middle of the desert. See, I like this. I do like the way this movie looks. I wish it was shot more at night. Like, the day sequences look good too, but the way Wes Craven actually shoots this movie, I actually really like the way this looks right now. And usually when you have movies like this where it's in the dark and you can barely see what's going on, it bothers me. But with the way that Wes Craven lit this movie, it looks pretty cool. The blue lighting, the shadows. I like it. I like that look. It was done very, very well. So, what's your guys' thoughts on this movie so far? You guys like it? The more I watch this, the more I think about like this movie, like really does have an Arrow Blu-ray, like what Aiden was saying. Like this movie has an Arrow Blu-ray. I don't know. Does The Hitcher have an Arrow Blu-ray? The Hitcher, great movie. The Hitcher. If you guys haven't seen The Hitcher, that's a great movie. Great kind of chase thriller horror film with a great ending. You got C. Thomas Howell in that movie. Ooh, okay. I liked that. This guy just hit a booby trap and a spear came out and hit him in the chest. See, that's cool. Practical, look good, cool. Although the guy's an idiot because why would you get on your bike and chase somebody? It was an obvious trap, like, but still, cool idea. The booby trap's all right. I like that. Good death. But I was saying something. Hitcher has C. Thomas Howell in it and Rutger Hauer. Great actors. Rutger Hauer passed away. He's a wonderful actor. Rest in peace to him. That has like a really nothing DVD release over here in the US. I know that over in the UK, I believe it has. What? But this does? Oh my god. That's just sad, man. Hills Have Eyes Part 2, which is like 50 minutes of an actual movie, and the rest of it is flashbacks or slow motion scenes that are just done purposely to drag out the runtime. But The Hitcher, a classic thriller horror film, doesn't have an Arrow Blu-ray, doesn't have a Scream Factory release, doesn't have anything. No Blu-ray in the US. Sad. If you guys haven't seen The Hitcher, Aiden, Devin, Chuck, I think it's just Chuck and Aiden right now. If you guys haven't seen Hitcher, that's a really well done horror movie. It's a horror like thriller chase kind of a movie where the whole movie's about the Hitcher chasing down Thomas Howell's character. It's a good movie. It's really good. But I know it has a UK release, so. Hey, what's your guys' thoughts on the Hills of Ice sequels? Like not sequels, the remake and its sequel. I'll be reviewing those movies after I review this movie, probably tomorrow or so. I'll review this movie probably tomorrow or the next day. Oh my god! This man has got knee in the balls. Damn. Poor guy. Sorry, I went quiet for a little bit there. I was trying to figure out what's going on, but the Hills of Ice 2 remake is a really good Hills of Ice 2 compared to this. It has its little issues, but Hills of Ice 2, the remake, really isn't that bad. Again, cool shot of the person walking in with the machete. Right here, this shot right here. Her running from the headlights in the car, in the bus. Okay. I got a question though. I thought that bus was out of gas. He just wrecked it. Great. Why did he do that? Why did he drive the bus and chase that girl, whoever? I don't even, somebody, I don't. Why did they do these things? These characters, man. That one guy earlier screamed in the middle of of these two cliffs. Knowledge tells you if you scream, it's gonna knock the echo is gonna knock something down, like an avalanche. You're not gonna yell when you're in the middle of this like hilly. You're not gonna like scream your lungs out on Everest because you know avalanche. If you're in the middle of these cliffs, you're not going to scream your lungs out because you know there's going to be rocks that are going to fall because of it. Yeah, Chuck and Aiden. It's a great movie. If you guys like, it's like a chase movie because C. Thomas Howell, he picks up this hitchhiker, and when he does that, he kind of becomes Hitchhiker's victim, and it becomes like a kind of like road games where it's just him being chased constantly throughout the entire movie. It's well filmed. Like this, it has a great desert atmosphere, but it also has a great story and phenomenal acting and great suspense and great characters, especially the lead character. Hitcher is amazing. I love that movie. I would try to think of other well-made horror films that don't have special edition Blu-rays or anything like that, but this does. Night of the Creeps got one, I think. I'm pretty sure it did. I know The Stuff did, The Blob did, Fright Night did, Vampires did, In the Mouth of Madness did. They Live. Yeah, a lot of them pretty much got special editions. Oh shit. See this? This is a cool scene. Kind of creepy. This guy just got dragged underneath the bus. Pretty cool idea. Creepy. Oh, what? How long are my arms asleep? Oh, what? We're at an hour and 1 minute. We got 23 minutes left, so probably around 20 minutes left of this movie. So, yay! We're on the last 20 minutes. Awesome. Yeah, they are dummies. Yeah, the remakes are way better than this movie, Chuck. Way better. Way better than this. This is how you do it right. Right here. That's how you do Hills of Ice 2 right, in my opinion. It ain't perfect. It has problems. It's not the most perfect movie ever made. But it's a hell of a lot better with Hills of Ice Part 2 than this one. That one is more of what I was wanting from this movie. Just straight up gore, slasher, body count, having fun. And that one, I like the idea of it being a military squad. You know, they're training, they're trying to figure out everything that's going on. I like the way the mutants look in that one better. There's more mutants in that one. The desert atmosphere in that one. The usage of the tunnels and mine shafts. It has its problems. Not nearly as good as the Hills Have Eyes remake, but it's a pretty damn solid sequel. We're almost there, guys. We got 20 minutes left. This blind chick just found like a door, like a hidden passageway somewhere. Because she's psychic. Everybody jokes about that, but yeah, she's psychic, dude. She knows where everything is. It's a common joke with this character, but it's just how it is. She is like on point with everything in this movie. She knows where the killers are. She knows where all the hidden passages are. She knows where everything's at. I'm just like, what is this? She has like superpowers. Ooh, okay. It's a little bit like Jason. A little bit like Jason right there. You guys know how, oh shit. See, the Reaper is such a... I'm not a fan of the Reaper in this movie, man. Kane Hodder tries, but the makeup, the look, the design, nothing to this Reaper character, man. Absolutely nothing to it. But you guys know how in the Friday the 13th movies, how they'll find dead bodies and the bodies like swing from trees, or they'll be in closets, or they'll be behind a door. Those like surprise jump scare scenes, that just happened in this movie with the Harry Manfredini score. So really reminded me. You know what I just thought of, guys? This is 1984, and we just had a guy. But what the fuck? Ooh, okay. Good effect there. But what I was saying was, we just had a guy. Now, where does this sound familiar? This sounds familiar to me. A guy falls out of a cabinet. Well, not like a. Oh, what are they called? The closet area. Fucking the wardrobe, I guess. Point is, she opened the door. This guy falls down with a hatchet right in his head. Remind you of anything? Kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th Part 3, where Shelly falls out of the closet. Oh my god! So many wrestling moves. Ruby just did a drop kick, and he just flipped her over and slammed her. How does she know that the dog's name is Beast? She didn't even know that dog. Oh shit, there's Beast. Speak of him and he shall appear. Finally doing something in this movie. Chasing down Michael Berryman. Okay, he's being chased by Beast. You might want to run before the dog actually jumps across the cliff to you. Yeah, what to say. Basically, what just happened was Ruby said, "Hey, if you hurt me, you're gonna piss off the Beast." And he's like, "Who's Beast?" The dog. And almost killed you. And he's like, "Oh shit." And then Beast shut up and started chasing him. Uh, Hills of Ice Part Two was written by Wes Craven and his son. Yeah, but it was written like a week. I think they didn't even really want to write this movie. They really didn't. Wes Craven didn't want to make a sequel, so he took like a week or two to write the script. Which I love Wes Craven, but I do. I really do. He's a great guy. But the script was written so fast. I feel like there wasn't a lot of time to really thoroughly write it and give it a lot of detail and stuff. If that makes sense. To flesh it out, so to say. A week, a week or two to write the script. A whole film written in a week or two. Oh, here comes Beast. He got killed again by Beast. Okay, good stunt. A guy fought the cliff, but yeah, it was written last, I think. Oh, the remake sequel. That's right. Yeah, he didn't write. Did he write this one? Yeah, that's right. He wrote the remix sequel in like a week, but I don't know. That one script wasn't really that bad. I don't know who made this script. Maybe Wes Craven did. I don't know. But either way you look at it, this movie script was just awful. But The Hills of Ice 2, the remake script, even though it was written in 2 weeks, in that case, that movie isn't that bad. So, but it is still a little too fast to write a script. 2 weeks. But have you seen the TV movie called Duel? It's a chase movie and directed by Steven Spielberg. It's a great chase movie. No, I haven't. I haven't. I haven't seen too many Spielberg movies. Like I haven't seen E.T. I haven't seen. I'm missing one. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one, but I haven't seen too many Spielberg films. Unfortunately, just haven't. Um, but I did see uh, Jaws. I love that. Jaws is great. Uh, Ready Player one of my favorites. I'm probably forgetting some, but I've seen a lot of Spielberg stuff, and they're not coming to mind right now for some reason. Poltergeist, I guess you could say Poltergeist is a Spielberg. Well, he's involved with that movie. She knows the dog's name because of lazy writing. Yeah, exactly. Cause fuck it. Why? Cause fuck it. Wes Craven wrote this. Yeah. See, I don't think. I think it was because he had to. I mean, can you imagine if you made this movie like The Hills of Eyes back in '77, and they come up to you around? It would have to be around '80 or '79. They say, "Hey, we want to make a sequel," and you got everything you wanted to do in the first movie done, and you pretty much killed all your characters in the first movie except for the survivors. It's like, how do you make a sequel to The Hills of Eyes? I am bored right now, guys. I am so bored. I don't even know what's going on. This chick is just walking around everywhere. Pluto just got killed. A helmet just fell out of nowhere. This blind chick is alone. I'm so bored right now. I'm like, I don't. This movie, man. Definitely one of the most boring horror films out there. It's just not even interesting. And you know what? There could be suspense in this scene. The suspense of, oh, she can't see, she's blind. So she doesn't know where the killers are. But it really doesn't, it's not even really that suspenseful. Maybe because the Reaper character was just not even a cool character. He didn't look cool. He didn't have any cool attributes. He didn't have any cool dialogue. He didn't have any humor or grimness. He's just a really big, giant guy who crushes people with hugs, pretty much. Bear hugs people and crushes them to death. And Kane Hodder plays him. Kane Hodder does a great job. He's trying, but the character, the Reaper, there's just nothing to this character at all. And it's hilarious. He just came to the ceiling. I don't even know why he did that. He just came to the ceiling, the window in the ceiling. Where's Ruby right now? Where's Ruby? Where is she at? Uh-oh. Another Jason movie scare. A body just fell out of the refrigerator. Stay awake, man. Stay awake. You gotta stay awake for this movie. Oh. Okay, this looks cool. She's underground right now. There's like blood red lighting. Okay. All right. But I mean, Wes Craven, the problem he faced was there was no living bad guys at the end of the first Hills of Eyes. Except for maybe that old granny lady, which doesn't even return in this movie. She's still alive at the end of that movie, but still, it's like, how do you follow that up? How do you make a sequel? And I guess he tried his best, but it's one of those movies where you really can't make a sequel to it because it's just the way that it was ended, And if you were to make a sequel to it, I don't think it need to be this way. It need to be more of a slasher tone, which this one tries to have it, but the kills, these kills, I mean, the traps idea are cool, but the kills aren't even gory. So you have no gore. The characters all suck. Ruby and Bobby do nothing. Beast does nothing except for killing Michael Berryman again. Michael Berryman's character gets his ass kicked the entire movie. The Reaper is boring. The music does not fit the movie. It's a boring movie. It's a slow film. So far, there's a lot of problems with this movie, man. And I guess this is supposed to be suspenseful, but there's no suspense right now at all. She's kicking this guy. Well, not yet, but I'm pretty sure she might kick this guy's ass because she kicked Michael Berryman's character Pluto. She kicked his ass. And I mean, it's a cool idea of having a blind chick be the lead, kind of. It's a cool idea of making her fight back against the bad guy, but it just wasn't done very well. It'd be cool if it was done well. Can you imagine a badass blind chick fighting back against slashers? That'd be awesome if it's done well, if it's written well. But unfortunately, this isn't the movie to do that. Gonna read some of the comments. Michael Berryman hates the sequel as well. Yeah, I think everybody pretty much does. Yeah, Ruby left this movie. Now you had Bobby that left, Ruby that left, that freaking guy. What's his name? What the fuck was his name? I forgot his name. There he is again. I can't remember his name right now. I can't remember his name. He's the lead guy from Friday the 13th, Part 7. But he disappeared forever. Now he's finally back. I was wondering where he went. He disappeared for a while. Ruby disappeared. Bobby disappeared. Now Beast disappeared. I don't know where he's at. The whole cast trying to disappear. I could have sworn there was more people on that bus too. They disappeared. So it's a great chase movie made in 1971. 1971. Wow. Dennis Weaver is the star. He's basically getting chased by a mysterious big rig driver. Interesting. Sequel was very boring. Yeah, man, it is. This is such a chore to get through. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. I'm glad you guys stuck around to help me get to this movie. I really appreciate it. You guys are definitely troopers for helping me get to this movie. It was fun, though. I hope I made you guys laugh a couple times. I tried to. Just this movie is just not. No, it's just not good. Is it over yet? How much time do we have left? Okay, we've got like 3 or 4 minutes left. So now they're going to pour gasoline out. They're pouring gasoline. I don't know why they're pouring gasoline. Yeah, they all said fuck it. Like, fuck this. Even the dog's like, I didn't get paid enough for this. Fuck this. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing right here. They're pouring gasoline all the way into the bus. What, they're going to trap the Reaper character in the bus and blow it up, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, dude. I forgot to mention that. They have this super formula they made for these bikes. And that's another reason why they went out to the desert so they can test out the super formula. Basically, this like super fuel that makes their dirt bikes drive faster. Exactly. Dude, the movie even admits it. Did you guys just hear it? The Reaper sucks. You're right. The Reaper sucks. Even the movie admits it. Oh, this is awful, guys. This is awful. There's a fire everywhere now. This is terrible. I'm guessing this guy's gonna surround himself with fire, maybe sacrifice himself to save the girl. So what? The Reaper's gonna burn now because there's a circle of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The owner in the movie said the Reaper sucks. It's fucking awesome, man. Finally, man. Fucking only took you an hour and 20 minutes to do. I'm joking. Oh man, you're right. Thank God. Thank God this movie's over. Cool explosion. I will admit, cool explosion. Oh shit. That was a crazy stunt. Kane Hodder was on fire. I'm pretty sure that was Kane Hodder on fire. The Reaper was on fire, and the girl dodged him, and he fell down a dang mine shaft. By the way, this character is supposed to have a deep gash on his head. They literally just took blood and said, "All right, we're just gonna put some blood like this. All right, some blood, just a little bit of blood. There we go. All right, just to show you have a gash, put some blood. There you go. No gash wound." And our 3 survivors, no Ruby. Where is she? Where is she? She didn't die. Where the fuck is Ruby? We got the guy that lived. We got Beast, who just popped out of nowhere. That blind chick. Where's Ruby? They left her there. They said, "Where's Ruby?" I don't know. Who's Ruby? Who? Oh, I don't know. Our pretty much lead of the movie has just disappeared. Well, guys, no more Ruby. She just disappeared. Our lead of the film, Ruby, just disappeared. No comeback. No fight with the Reaper. Nothing. But that's the Hills of Ice Part 2. Wow. That was awful. I did it, man. I did it. You guys definitely helped me get through that. That was a challenge. That was definitely a challenge. But we made it through, guys. And that was fun. I mean, it was fun to talk with you guys, hang out, watch some movies. You know, it was fun. Thank you guys for joining. But yeah, man. Hills of Ice 2 review coming soon. In depth. But I guess I give you guys a rundown. Awful movie. It's just poorly written. It's just poorly made. No passion, no effort. Was made just for money in the studio. That was why it was made. And for Craven to get his budget for Elm Street. But yeah. Hills of Ice 2. What's your guys' thoughts on it? We all survived, Chuck. We all survived. But yeah, it's Hills of Ice Part 2. Rating 2. A 1 or a 2. That was one of the most boring sequels I've ever watched. That was just terrible, man. That's just terrible. But anyways, it's been fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I made it through it. You guys made it through it. We all made it through it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Had some laugh. Had some cringe. And I'll see you guys later. So thanks, Aiden. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, everybody that joined. John, Chris. No, not Chris. John, Devin, JG. We had Play for a little bit. I don't even know why I said Chris. Who the fuck is Chris? But Aiden, Chuck, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.